Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our IPA call, which stands for Income Producing Activity. Today, we're going to start things off by interviewing these lovely people on the screen. We're going to talk about the Columbus Connect event that happened over the weekend. Guys, I would love for you to just talk about your experience, why people need to get to these events, and what stood out most that you were so glad. It's the talk of the town. What made this event so amazing?
You want to go
But
first?
you know what? We loved it so much. We're still in Columbus.
I can't get rid
But
of
that's
it.
not the reason. We have car issues. But nonetheless, no, it was a great event. First of all, shout out to Dr. Crystal and to Tara Stewart for putting this together. A lot of hard work goes into this. Obviously, corporate backed, but they did a lot of the groundwork, a lot of the dirty work to get this going and get it.
They worked hard.
It was a great event, great information. And they actually did a bunch of team stuff even before leading up to it. So this is for a lot of the Kara and Crystal's team. This is like a 3-day event for them. Everyone else is a day or two. So
they took advantage.
They did a great job and really got some great content, even outside the traditional Connect event. They did an event the day before when they had like the next gen people that were on there with Tim Sales, Lanika and Greg Scott did a thing with about diversity in the industry.
We heard that was wonderful. We didn't get to go to that.
I think all that stuff was recorded, so I'm sure they'll put it up somewhere. But they did a great job of just really recognition, information. And for us, we had a bunch of new team members who have just joined within the last 2 months who showed up. And a couple of them can't get to Dallas. And so we said, yeah, if you could please get to this, you're going to get a taste of what it's like at PXP come up in September. So they were blown away. They've been in other companies and they could not believe just the love, the friendships, the working together and everything. They were blown away by, and the fact that you could talk to like John Wadsworth, right, who's the owner. I mean, one lady said, Amy on her team said, in our other previous company, you really had to go through some layers to get to to actually talk to the CEO, and she just couldn't believe how friendly and accommodating everybody
was.
Well,
and she got recognized. I mean, she couldn't believe it. She's like, at her company, it took like a while to even be noticed. And I mean, even if you were doing good, it took a while. And she's just like, I'm just here, my first thing. And he like picked out a few people in the crowd. John Wadsworth did, and she's made 25,000 in
less than 2 months.
In less than 2 months, 7 weeks, basically. And so he knew that about her, and so he had her stand up, and she just couldn't believe that the owner was right there talking to her and just acknowledging her hard work. And she loved that. She loved that. And so although she can't be at PXP in Dallas, now she's gotten the feeling that she's like, oh, I got to get my people there. And we're like, yeah, we'll take care of them. Just get them there, because events make you guys, you need events. I need it like every 90 days. It just refills me. I'm back at, like when you start to feel that lull coming in, you need something, you need an event. And so if you can take advantage of events, do it, because they feed you, like, if you're religious, like scripture does, and then if you're not reading your scriptures or praying or whatever, you kind of lose. It's got a short shelf life. So just, take advantage of the events. Leaders are made at events. If you want to be a leader, you want to grow in this business, you got to go to events.
Kristi, I love the saying. I think it was repeated this weekend that if you need to be encouraged, go to an event. If you can encourage someone, get to an event. So we all have that opportunity that we need to be at the events. Guys, who was at Ohio this weekend? If you were at Ohio this weekend at the event, whether it was 1, 2, 3 days, throw a 1 in the chat so that we can see how many people took advantage of being at this event this weekend. The energy was so good. Our team got there on Friday. We loved kicking everything off with the worship on Friday night. What company does that? Keye has a worship service to kick off the weekend. It was so wonderful to be able to be in that environment. And what a great day. Good energy, a great variety of speakers on the stage. Celebration was happening as well too. It was just really the place to be at. And for sure, if you can't get to the big event, find an event to get to on a regular basis for sure.
Tammy, would you like to go next?
I'll jump in. Oh my goodness, it was absolutely amazing. So Dr. Crystal Vance and Tara Stewart, I've never been to an event like this. That's just the truth. I've never been to a local event that had so much to offer the people. And one of the things that was so astounding to me at the very beginning, they said, how many people are here for the very first time? The first event that they've come to. I think it was almost half the crowd. So you can imagine if that was someone's first experience at a regional event, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. But to really answer your question, why do people need to get to events? I would say one thing. It builds belief. It builds your belief. If you need belief in the products, it builds your belief. You start to hear all these transformation stories. If you need belief in the company, it will build your belief in our leaders and the people that own our company and our leadership. If you need belief built in a community, it will link arms with so many people that are cross line, up line, around line, whatever. There's just this huge sense that belief is built at events. And if you have not been to an event, I want to just tell you a very 30-second story. My first event I went to, I think I had 8 people come with me. I just started, this is 12 years ago. I had just started in the business. Everyone said, get to an event. I had no idea how important it is. So continue to encourage your people to go, okay? Even if they say they can't, I don't listen. I just keep inviting people to go because it will make a significant difference in their business. And I had 8 people. It was my very first event. I sat 3 rows from the back. I didn't know what I was getting into, right? Like, it's okay if you sit 3 rows from the back, but don't miss it. And what I saw were people going across stage, winning all these prizes and these bonuses and making significant income. And I was looking for a way to create real income, not just grocery money. I needed an income, like a serious way to provide for my family. And I saw it over and over and over, people that were just like me doing this amazing industry. And it built belief in me. The next time I came back, I think I had 25, probably 30 people on my team. What does that mean? It means events multiply your business. If you get people to an event, your business will start to multiply. Do you want a multiplied business? Put a 1 in the chat. If you want to see your business go 10x, put a 1 in the chat. If you really want that, you are going to build for these events and invite people. By the time I was up at my 3rd event, I think we had over 100 people. And the time I was at my 4th event, I think we had over 400 people on my team at that event. That was less than a year. So I went from 8 to 400 people, workers on my business, in my business. So why do I say that? I just encourage you to get to events. And if you can't go to Dallas, I love what the Oakeys did, that they invited a woman to come that couldn't be at one of the events. Just get people there. And it is such a lifeline. It's so encouraging, and congratulations for everybody. I've never seen a team work like this. I've never seen hundreds of people working together to make this so incredible. It was streamless. The systems were in place. People worked together. Anyway, it was a beautiful, beautiful event. Thank you for everyone that came, and thank you certainly to Tara and Crystal for all their efforts.
I agree. It definitely lights a fire under you and gets you building your business, and just it just builds that belief. It's incredible. Ann, would you like to go next?
Yeah, it was, I absolutely loved it. I called Billy Hagee on my way home, and I was like, oh my gosh, I fall in love with Partner Co. more and more every time with every event. Like, I just was blown away by like Dr. Crystal and Tara. Like, it was incredible. I went to the event on Friday. It was fantastic. They like need to plus repeat for PXP. Like, it was such a fantastic event on Friday, Saturday. And, one of the things, I went to my first event last year at PXP. And so I'm going to plug PXP because if you're like on the fence, or you're like, I can't go the whole time, just go part of the time. Like, if you can't go the whole time, go part. I couldn't go the whole time last year. So I went just a couple of days, and it was enough. It was enough for me to see the culture of the company. It was enough for me to see like the afters. Like, you literally see the before and afters right in front of you, right? But you're seeing the afters, you see, Ashley Polson and Sherry Keye and Kristi Oakey. Like, you're seeing these people in person. So when we say real people, real results, it's like Tammy said, it builds your belief, so you can go spread that belief and really have conviction in saying, these products are real. They're helping people get healthier. I met so-and-so in line for the bathroom. I met so-and-so in line for recognition. Like, it completely changes your perspective, and it helps you to be able to move forward. And I just was blown away. I mean, again, I just was like, this is the most incredible company, you guys. I mean, I could go on and on, but I agree. I completely love how accessible like John and Katie are, and Darren when he's in the room. That is not like any other company. And Dr. Laura Fortner, she promoted to senior officer on Friday night. John recognized her on Saturday morning. That is, and knowing her story, like, that is just incredible. That, like, John loves, this is one of the things, I'm going to wrap it up. What's different here is that our owners actually care about me, about Sherry Keye, Tammy, the Oakeys, Sarah Weaver. I mean, like, but it's not just us they care about. They care about every single brand partner and customer. Why? Because they were ordinary people who had extraordinary success. And that's what they want for all of us, not just a select few. That's what sets this company apart, is they are working diligently on our behalf. And, I've never seen anything like that level of like love, care, and like work ethic together. So it was extraordinary. I can't wait for PXP. So thanks so much.
I want to pipe in one last thing before we have to go. You guys, when I was experiencing this as a new business, I was like, why do these people always want to go to a meeting? As there's always meetings, right? I'm talking to the new people here. Here's the thing. I was there, and every meeting you go to is different. Every meeting you go to, you're going to get something new. I've been going to these for almost 12 years now. And why would we keep going and keep going and keep going? There's something to this. You will grow, you will learn, you will get the testimony in your heart of what is really happening with all this. You will care about Ann, you will care about Tammy, you will care about all these people, because they become people you love to work with, that you do life with. They're not just people in the field you're competing against. They are colleagues in the field that you learn to love and grow with. And that's what our culture is. And that's what makes it so special. But every meeting is different. You'll hear some of the same messages, you'll hear different talks, but you will get different messages that will let you go the next mile in your business.
100%. And another thing with all of that you said is, don't be scared to take pictures with everybody. If you see Ann, if you see the Oakeys, if you see Sherry, if you see myself, if you see Tammy, don't be afraid to be like, hey, I want to get a picture with you, because it shows the authenticity that we are real people with real results. So guys, that's going to end it for this segment. So thank you so much. I will also link for those on YouTube, the link to register and get your tickets for our PXP event, because we would love to have you there. Thank you guys so much for your time today.